So if you just get yourself nice and comfy, maybe straddling bolster or cross-legged, and just make sure that your legs are supported if you're cross-legged, and then you can really feel your pubic bone pressing down into your bolster, or if you're cross-legged, just tipping the pubic bone forward a little bit. So the weight is in a triangle base between the two sitting bones and the pubic bone. And this becomes your anchor, your connection with the ground. So just taking time to focus down there and just adjusting your spine as necessary. Really feel that gentle press of the pubic bone down into whatever you're sitting on. And the natural curve of the lower back. And just letting your legs and ankles relax. And just gently closing your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. Settling in, coming to this moment, this space, these people. And just allow yourself to take a few deep cleansing breaths or sighs, just to bring you to that present moment. Allow yourself to let go of anything you're holding on to. Just allow yourself to sort of let your story just be put to the side for a moment. The story of what's been going on, what brought you here, what led you to this moment. You can just put that to one side. And likewise, anything about what is going to happen during the day, during the weekend, in the weeks to come. Just to make a little resolve to let that be put to one side for these precious moments as well. Maybe you need to sigh some of that future anxiety. Maybe there's performance anxiety of how to behave in the group, how to behave at Christmas. Just allowing yourself to just drop that for the next precious moments together and just stay connected to the breath now, knowing that the breath is what connects you to the present moment, which is the only moment that you have any control over whatsoever. It's your way in to any change. And just knowing that your breath is inextricably connected to your mind and your emotions. So anytime you want to change how you're feeling, and move to a place where you can observe how you're feeling, observe how you're thinking, and the patterns of the behaviour that you're playing out, then the breath is where to go to. It's the only way in. So just sitting with the breath, just allowing the optimal physical position to enable full, deep, diaphragmatic breath. And just beginning to feel that your ribs can expand from side to side, laterally, as you breathe in deeply. And that your ribs can expand front to back. So feeling as the breath comes in, you're expanding at the front, the heart, and at the back, between the collarbones, between the shoulder blades. Really allowing this full expansion to happen. And also being aware of full expansion from top to bottom of the whole ribcage area, feeling the collarbones rise and separate at the top of the breath, feeling the drag down of the diaphragm muscle as you fill the lungs with air, feeling this upwards and downwards pull, expansion with every in-breath. And then knowing that the exhale is just as important. This natural recoil of all three of those movements. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom expansion. Enjoying full movement in all of those areas. 3 deep breaths. And enjoying also the process of exhaling. And this natural recoil, effortless recoil. Rather than a deliberate contraction. As we exhale slowly and gently, this process happens naturally. So becoming intimately involved with the expansion and contraction of your lungs and your rib cage. That nothing else matters right now. Just the breath. And this great big orb of space, the heart space expanding and contracting. Breath naturally deepening and lengthening, effortlessly. You feel like you're making more and more and more space in the heart center. And you can begin to imagine that you're breathing in a brilliant, bright, white, healing light into your heart center as you breathe in. Every time you breathe in, this radiant, healing white light, filling the whole space of the heart. Until the whole of the heart space, bit by bit, becomes flooded with radiant, bright, white, healing light. And continuing to breathe in this bright, white, healing, radiant light into the heart space. As you breathe out, send this white, radiant light down into your feet. And feel your feet on every exhalation becoming flooded with bright, white, healing light. Breathing in bright, radiant, healing light to the heart space. Breathing out this radiant light down into the feet. Just spend a few breaths here. And then breathing in this bright, white, healing light into the heart space. Feeling it shine and radiate in the heart. And breathing it out, gently pouring it down the legs and the knees and the lower legs. Spending a few breaths here, breathing in the bright, white, radiant light into the heart. Breathing out this bright, white, radiant light trickling down the legs, over the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. Feeling the whole of the legs and feet becoming bright and radiant with healing light. And breathing in this beautiful, bright, white, healing light into the heart space. Filling up the whole of the heart space. And as you exhale, sending that radiant light down into the pelvis. Feeling the whole of the pelvis, shining, radiant light. The whole pelvis radiating bright white healing light. The bright white healing light trickling down all the way through the legs, the knees, the feet. The pelvis, the legs, the knees and the feet. Full of radiant white healing light. And then breathing in this white, radiant, healing light into the heart space. And breathing it out and filling the whole of the abdomen with bright, white, healing, radiant light. All of the abdominal organs, the sides of the abdomen, the back of the abdomen, the front of the abdomen, the whole of the abdominal area, full of bright, white, healing light. Whole of the abdomen, the whole of the pelvis, the whole of the legs and feet, bright, shining and radiant with this healing light. Now breathing in this bright, white, radiant, healing light into the heart space and breathing it out down over the shoulders, the arms, the wrists and the hands. Feeling the shoulders, the arms, the wrists and the hands becoming bright and luminous with this healing ray of light. Breathing it into the heart space and out through the arms, wrists and hands. And breathing in this bright, white, radiant, healing light, filling the heart space with the inhalation, exhaling now, allowing that radiant light to fill into the neck, the face, the head, whole of the inside of the head, whole of the head becoming bright, radiant and luminescent with this healing light. Now observing the whole body of light, the whole body radiating bright white healing light. Breathing into the heart center, heart space expanding, glowing with bright white light. Breathing out, being aware that the whole body is full of luminous white healing light. Whole body alive with white healing light. Body of light. The whole body is glowing with bright white light. In the last few moments of this meditation, just feeling this glow expanding beyond your skin, beyond your physical form, radiating bright white healing light around in every direction, into the heart and out into the world around you, your immediate surroundings, and beyond. As far as you can comfortably shed your light, sending it out through the body, through the pores, through the chakras, out into the world, for every exhalation. Now gently, without disturbing your peace, opening your eyes as little as possible, and allow your body to lie on the floor. And you can cover yourselves if you're chilly. You can use a bolster under your knees if you want, something under your head if you want. Just allowing your legs to let go, be outstretched. It's okay with your back. Allowing the lower back to settle well. Allowing the body to become heavy. Allowing the earth to take your weight. Breathing deeply. Just allowing the breath to settle you into the cradle of Mother Earth. Every exhalation, you can feel yourself becoming heavy, deeply connected to the center of the earth. Gently becoming aware of the space between the eyebrows. All awareness in the space between the eyebrows. And a soft hollow at your throat. The right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, the soft hollow at your throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and the soft hollow at your throat. Move your awareness down to the center of the back of the breastbone. The right nipple, the center of the breastbone, the left nipple, the center of the breastbone, and down to the navel point. Down to the center of the pelvic floor. Right hip, right knee, right ankle, right toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right ankle, right knee, right hip, back to the pelvic floor. Left hip, left knee, left ankle, left toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left ankle, left knee, left hip, back to the center of the pelvic floor. Navel point, the center of the back of the breastbone, the soft hollow of your throat, and back to the space between the eyebrows. All awareness at the space between the eyebrows. Just allowing anything to manifest at this space. And becoming aware once again of the space of the heart. Breathing in this bright, white, healing light, filling it up, filling the heart space up with this radiant, bright, white, healing light. And allowing that white light with your exhalation to flood through your body once again. Feeling the radiance, whole body of light, whole body shining with white, healing light. Becoming aware of any heartfelt prayer that may be coming to you, or an intention that you may be working on, the sankalpa or resolve, or just setting time now to listen for any messages coming from the heart, from this space of light. And if no message comes and there's no sankalpa, just honouring the heart space and gratitude for the driving force behind every action, every thought. Becoming aware now of your body, lying on the floor, being aware of your surroundings, the sounds you can hear in your body and the bodies around you in the room and beyond. Taste in your mouth. Any smells in the room, becoming aware of. Any visions behind your closed eyes. And allowing some feeling to come back. Sensation in the fingers, in the palms, in the body. And in your own time, coming out of meditation, taking as long as you need to come back to the circle.